This is one of the advantages of Paseo is it just says, I've got that whole patent library. My name is Demoya. I'm currently retired, but previously worked in technology, sales, and marketing. I'm a mechanical engineer by degree. Beyond the fact of you have a technical capability that addresses a specific problem, aligning the problem and being able to determine what the what the market will bear as the cost of what you're trying to sell your product. So if it's a multi-million-dollar product, you can sell it for tens of thousands. If it's a multi-billion-dollar product, you can sell it for millions. And so consequently, being able to define the true value of what your product addresses, that's a very important piece in determining if you have a viable business or not. Well, the thing is, and this is kind of a little bit of my personal experience, there's 7 billion people on the planet, so to have a completely and totally brand new idea that no one has ever thought of is a pretty high challenge. But if you're going to try to build a business, you have to have some opportunity for exclusivity for some point in time. So that's the whole aspect of intellectual property and being able to, have some protection so that your investment into this business isn't immediately taken away from somebody just copying your idea. So to me, it's really interesting. Here at the Ion Prototype Lab, we have people who've come in with patents already. And the aspect of this, and part of the issue with getting a patent before you've done any prototyping work is you don't really know how the thing's going to be ultimately manufactured. You don't know the processes and such. And so if before you actually started the prototype process, and clearly well before you started the patent process, you actually had a feel for what is already patented, either under current patent or even patents that have expired or whatever, that would probably help you as you're trying to design your product, especially if you're looking for intellectual property protection, to be able to make design decisions based on that information. And again, that's what's going to protect you when you actually try to take your product to market, so that you will have the ability to protect your intellectual property and make sure that nobody takes your property without licensing from you. The process before Paseo was very, very difficult, and it entailed an incredible amount of research by patent attorneys or patent paralegals, and even then you were only limited to how good that person was. And this is one of the advantages of Paseo is it just says, I've got that whole patent library, and I can look and I can quickly distill information that is relevant. One thing that I do think is super interesting about the way you use the Paseo tool is you're not trying to explain it to a layman. You're literally trying to explain it to the technical people. And as a result, you're going to be using the same terms that people with a technical background have done and have used to create the patents that are already existing. So you're actually seeing a very good representation of the area in which you're trying to create a product to see what prior art or patents exist.